Are you a creative entrepreneur looking for some no-nonsense, straight-talking, actionable advice? Well, if you are in the right place. And today on the Creative Business TV show, we're talking about something that we are all guilty of: comparing ourselves to the competition and how to stop it from taking over. Hello and welcome to a little segment of our show that we like to call Ask Kylie. I'm your host, Kylie Carlson, and in this episode, I'm taking a question from Annabelle, who lives in Glasgow. And Annabelle writes, "Hi Kylie, I'm currently having a massive crisis of confidence. I can't stop comparing myself to all the other amazing people I see in my industry on Instagram and telling myself I'm not as good as they are. It is starting to get on top of me and I don't know how to pull myself out of this rut. I know it's a slippery slope, but I just can't stop. Can you help me and give me some direction to get back on track again?" Oh, Annabelle, I do really feel for you because I know how miserable it is to be where you are right now. And you know what? I've been there too. For many years, I used to compare myself to people I admired, people who seemed to be doing everything that I had ever dreamed of. So writing, speaking, traveling the world for business, and basically just being super successful. You know what? In my head, these successful people had access to all the resources that I didn't. So things like the respect of the industry, more money, better connections, a swoon-worthy office that you'd want to pin all over Pinterest. What's more, that office would be filled with all these amazing creative people, all helping the person I admired achieve even more success. Now, luckily for me, this, need to put myself down and obsess over my competition didn't last too long. In fact, it was my mum who gave me the biggest wake-up call of my life. She told me to stop feeling sorry for myself and take all that energy I was using in comparing myself to others and throw it into my business, doing what I was good at. She gave me a massive reality check and it made me realize that every one of my assumptions about what successful people had that I didn't was total crap. It's absolute rubbish that I'd made up in my head to justify why I wasn't good enough. You heard me correctly. There have been times that even I, however confident I might appear, have had moments of absolute self-doubt. I was paranoid that I didn't have anything interesting to say, that people would judge me, criticize me, call me a fraud. What is it with that word? A fraud. Can I go back and do that bit again? That people would judge me and criticize me and call me a fraud. These were dark days indeed, and I was convinced I just didn't have what it took. But you know what? The truth of the matter was I already had everything I needed to be successful. Me. That's right, little old me. I had a passion for what I did, an absolute determination to succeed. When I wasn't busy trying to sabotage myself with negative thoughts and the ability to really apply myself, focus. No, I need to do that bit again. I'm not quite sure what I was trying to say there. I had a passion for what I did, absolute determination to succeed. And when I wasn't busy trying to sabotage myself with negative thoughts, the ability to really apply myself, focus, and work hard when needed. I also loved to learn and would, not normally let something stop me from succeeding. No wasn't a word I was familiar with. Where there was a will, there was a way. And Annabelle, you have everything it takes too. It doesn't matter how much time, money, or experience you think you lack. You have everything you need to achieve your goals. But what holds most of us back are excuses. Excuses about why other people can do things but we can't. People stop themselves all the time by using excuses. The opportunity they want so badly finally shows up and then they make an excuse so as not to go forward with it. And the biggest excuses I hear are, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, I'm too busy, I don't want to travel, and you know what, the list goes on. Excuses are destructive. They're self-made prisons that keep us trapped in misery and mediocrity. And we're the only ones who hold the key to our own freedom. So let me ask you this, Annabelle. When pressed in a life or death situation, would you find the time or money? If someone you loved was trapped in a building, would you stop trying to rescue them if the door was locked? No, of course you wouldn't. You'd try the back door and the windows and every other possible way, right? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a no excuses approach from now on. To achieve success, you've got to be willing to take the same approach as you would with the life or death situation. But this time it needs to be with your business. Successful people are those who take a no excuse approach and are willing to do what others won't. So, how badly do you want it? Do you either have excuses or results? Which do you choose, Annabelle? So there you have it. I want to hear your tips for dealing with that constant destructive need to compare. We've all been there. Have you found something that really works for you? Share it below so that we can all learn and grow together. That's all I have time for today. And remember, this little segment only works if you guys send me your questions each week. And you can do that by leaving a comment below, using the hashtag AskKylie on Instagram, or by emailing me at askkylie@kyliecarlson.co. And if you like what you see, remember to subscribe and share it with other creative entrepreneurs. And I'll see you next Wednesday for another episode of Ask Kylie.